There is a very good chance that right now you are following a popular piece of productivity advice that is actively destroying your focus. Every day, millions of people wake up determined to get things done. They download complex habit tracking apps, write out massive to-do lists, and hustle from morning until night. Yet at the end of all that effort, they still feel incredibly busy without having made any meaningful progress. That frustration exists because many of the most celebrated productivity rules we are taught to follow are actually built on psychological myths. True productivity is rarely about finding ways to do more. Instead, it is the process of methodically stripping away the false habits that steal your time. To make actual progress, you don't need to find a perfect new system. You simply need to unlearn the rules of busyness. The first trap is the belief that you need to feel motivated or ready before you sit down to tackle a difficult task. Action comes first. When you begin, your brain builds momentum, creating motivation to continue. Successful people rely on this loop to beat procrastination. By taking one small step, they break initial friction and let momentum take over. Waiting for perfect conditions usually looks like spending hours searching for the ideal daily planner, or testing out complex new software instead of actually doing the work. Starting imperfectly with a simple notebook you use every day always outperforms waiting for the ideal emotional state or the ultimate application. The next trap is multitasking. It feels incredibly efficient to answer emails during a meeting, but biologically speaking, multitasking is a complete myth. Your brain isn't doing multiple things at once. It's rapidly switching between entirely different tasks. Every shift between tasks bleeds mental energy. This constant ping-ponging reduces concentration and slows performance. Contrast this with deep work. Focusing 100% of your brain's energy on a single vital node until completion is always faster. This is exactly why checking your email first thing in the morning is so damaging. The moment you open your inbox, you force your brain to prioritize other people's emergencies instead of your own high-value goals. It is tempting to clear out easy, low-value activities early in the day because they provide a cheap dopamine hit of accomplishment. Meanwhile, the difficult work that actually changes your future gets indefinitely delayed. Activity and progress are not the same thing. If you treat every item on your to-do list equally, you will stay perpetually busy, but you will remain entirely stagnant. We are often told that if a task takes only a few minutes, we should do it immediately. But constantly pausing deep work to answer a quick message or organize a file shatters your cognitive focus. The same cognitive drain happens when you try to use your memory as a storage drive. Memorizing every single deadline, every mundane shopping list, or complex project idea consumes energy needed for deep thinking. By moving that data into a second brain, like a reliable notebook or task manager, you stop wasting power on storage. This frees your mind to focus on what it does best: thinking, solving problems, and creating. This exposes the hustle culture myth that working longer, uninterrupted hours inevitably produces better results. Human concentration has hard biological limits, and mental performance sharply declines after several hours of effort. Your brain requires rest cycles just like your muscles do. Short strategic breaks are biologically necessary to process new information and restore your attention span. Protecting your energy through external memory systems and intentional rest is far more effective than brute forcing the day with sheer willpower. This brings us to the final and most dangerous myth of all: the belief that to be productive, you need to add more habits, more tools, and more responsibilities to your life. Meaningful productivity is actually the exact opposite. It is the aggressive subtraction of distractions, unnecessary meetings, and commitments that do not align with your long-term goals. In this way, learning to say no is not a rejection. It is a vital, protective boundary for your most valuable resource, your attention. Highly productive people don't simply manage their time, they manage their attention. They create environments where focus becomes easier than distraction. You also have to guard against the trap of constantly consuming information without ever applying it. Spending hours watching videos or reading books without taking action is just a highly sophisticated form of procrastination. Sustainable progress comes from showing up daily. Long-term consistency, making small, steady efforts every single day, mathematically outpaces short, exhausting bursts of intense work. Productivity isn't about squeezing every minute out of your day. It means stopping the attempt to do everything and instead designing a schedule that honestly reflects your highest priorities.